Please give a warm welcome to the Nightmare Masters from Buena Park. Laura Henneman, creative director. George Walters, design supervisor. Chuck Kruger, design specialist. Daniel Miller, design specialist. John Cook, design specialist. Adam Hankinson, audio specialist. James Sidler, lighting designer. And Jeff Tucker, entertainment supervisor.
Well, hello everybody, how you doing? How many of you were at Knott's on Wednesday night? How many of you already bought your passes? Yeah, I bought 10. All right, so welcome. My name is Jeff Tucker. Welcome to the Not Scary Farm ScareLA panel. So those of you who weren't at Knott's on Wednesday, welcome. We cannot wait to unveil all the amazing things we're going to have here. But let's introduce everybody, starting on the end. There's Laura Henneman. Brooke Walters. Gus Kruger. Daniel Miller. John Cook. Adam Hankinson. And James Sidler. And you probably don't recognize him, but John was the Army guy at the end of Special Ops that night, right? Yeah. Scared everybody. It was awesome, yeah. All right, so we're just going to dive right in here. We're going to move along. They gave me this really cool remote, and check this out. It's got a green laser pointer, because there aren't enough of those in here, right? Awesome. It's like Tears in the Rain from Blade Runner. There it is. Which one am I? I don't know. Where did we look? I don't know. All right. Oh, they did? Oh, look. Now I'm the only green. Yeah! If you want to lift the ceiling, that is. We'll do it on Daniel. There he is. Look, Daniel's about to be killed by a predator. Wrong part. Okay. All right, let's talk about the live shows. Are we ready? Live shows. First up, of course. It didn't go. There we go. Featuring the Academy of Villains. We love Elvira. Elvira's the greatest, man. If I had told my 15-year-old self that eventually I would walk her on stage like I was at the prom, I wouldn't have believed it, but there it was. Fantastic. And she'll be there every night upon with the Academy of Villains, which you can see on America's Got Talent. Anything you want to tell us about the show? Is there anything we can reveal? You don't have a mic?
Elvira's in it.
Oh, she is. Awesome. All right.
There may be jokes about his order food.
That's right. Elvira and her two friends are in the show. Right? And you can also, you can purchase a meet and greet with Elvira and get an autograph, just like last year, at the Elvira's Boutique right across the way. So it's a great way to get up close and personal with basically a Halloween legend, Elvira, every night at Not Scary Farm, right?
Yes.
All right. Also returning, the Hanging. And the Hanging has a title, which I read online. Everything is gruesome. Yes. This is awesome. Yes. It's awesome, gruesome, right? So the Hanging is back. Is there a question about the Hanging? Somebody keeps yelling something. Yes? Already? What? You can go to jail for that.
You could go to jail just for saying that.
That's what I'm saying. Well, on Facebook, we always get requests for any kind of political person who's in an office 2000. In the 2000 hanging, they had a sign that said "No more gore," and it was a monster saying "No more gore," but it was also the name of a presidential candidate. And guess what? The Secret Service calls. We're just calling about your sign. Oh, it's gone. Okay, good. Thank you. So the answer to your question is no. Okay, so the hanging returns to Calico Square, right? And Adam, you've worked on the hanging for years, right?
That's correct.
Are you working on it this year?
I am.
Anything you can tell us?
No.
All right. Can you reveal the title? Yes, you can.
Yes, it's the hanging. Everything is gruesome, and it's in the square.
It's in the square this year. Yes.
3 times tonight, as always.
Pull back. You're muffling.
3 times. 3 times.
There we go. 3 times tonight. All right.
This is a dynamic microphone by short.
All right, let's move on, shall we? We have a lot to get to. Okay. Let's talk about the return of the skeleton key. If you purchase Fright Lane, which allows you front-of-the-line access to all the mazes, you also get the skeleton key, which is a collectible keychain, but it is also what grants you access to 5 different secret rooms in 5 mazes. Do we know which mazes those are? Have we revealed that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Pinocchio. Help me guys if I forget anything.
Pinocchio, Unstrung.
Pinocchio, Unstrung, Voodoo, Dominion of the Damned, Black Magic, and Gunslingers.
All right. And they're all new for this year, right?
All new, yes.
All new. So if you had the skeleton key last year, and a lot of people did, you can purchase it again, and not only will you not have to wait any lines, but you'll be able to see those secret rooms, which are all brand new, right? Is there a video for that? No. Okay, let's talk about the returning mazes for 2014, shall we? You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Trick or treat return. I know this is Brooke Walters, baby. Go ahead.
Trick or Treat will be back again this year. You can visit the witch's house there, and we've got all her trick-or-treaters and her tricksters, of course, up to absolutely no good in there. And yeah, it'll be back. Lots of fun. I love this maze.
Yeah, I love Trick or Treat too. It's my favorite, only because it just feels like old school Halloween, like when I was a kid. When kids actually went out trick or treating, right? I miss that. All right. Dominion of the Damned returns.
Dam's back, vampires are back, but the queen, who had been vanquished by the king before, now the queen is back, and she's not the pretty, sparkly vampire that you know. She is a vicious beast that is willing to tear out throats. So, only key room, as you mentioned before, and we're bringing back a classic character, the Wraith.
If you don't know, the Wraith is like a 9-foot-tall Grim Reaper character, right? Yeah. Which is great, because I actually got to wear that one year. So he was like 6 feet tall.
They had to make a very special, bigger one.
Yeah. And I knew what it was like to be tall for like 10 minutes. I enjoyed it. I know, right? Yeah. Okay. Pinocchio Unstrung. Very popular, with its own brand new key room. And this is Gus's maze.
Yeah, this year I inherited that from the lovely and talented Daniel Miller. We did a little bit of research on that. I wanted to add a little bit more of the original Pinocchio story. So this year you get to, you know, it's going to be basically the same things you know and love, but there's going to be a little bit more elements from the book. You're going to, when you go through Monstro, you get to go through a ship that he swallowed. It's going to be a brand new key room. You're going to see Pinocchio's cottage at the end, and there may or may not be a visit from a friendly little cricket who had been neglected in years past.
So it's a ScareLA exclusive, right?
Sorry, I got excited.
Does that cricket have a haunting name, or is it just...
He has a copyrighted name, so let's just say...
Yeah,
I call him Jimmy.
Yeah, I do too, but that's just because my brother scares me and that's his name. So anyways, Black Magic returns. Daniel Miller.
Black Magic is back, and it's under Accelerator. This year we're adding, again, a new key room, and we're adding new video effects to it. We're also adding a whole new section in the back called the Hall of Illusions with brand new effects that we've never seen on the farm. I don't want to give too much away, so.
Black Magic was, absolutely, Black Magic. I walked Tony Baxter around. Was the head of Imagineering at one point, and he said it was his favorite maze of the night. He had a great time. And so did Paul Rubens, Pee Wee Herman. We stood out in front of that facade for about a half an hour saying how great it was. And I said, I know you are, with mine. All right. Forevermore returns for year 2. Behind Mystery Lodge.
So Forevermore is back again. We're following the Forevermore killer in this maze, which is basically a modern interpretation of Edgar Allan Poe's stories and the ones that I chose to throw in there. This year I wanted to add a bunch more live murder scenes.
All right.
Goal this year. And then we also in the finale are doing some really cool, I would say Forevermore killer art pieces that kind of mirror the wings that you saw in the Raven before. So the girl in the wings that's being held hostage. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, we all are. I love any job where when you say it's a plus, it has some more murder scenes.
Yay! More murder.
Gunslinger's Grave.
That's right. You're going to go back to the Gunslinger's Grave this year. Everything you knew and loved about it this year, or last year, will be there this year. You're going to have fancy new effects in the key room that, gosh, you're going to love. And in the finale, it didn't quite, that was one area that really sort of didn't work for me this year. So we really punched up the finale this year. You're going to be watching through a real live shootout between the Gunslinger and Red Hand Gang. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, Gunslinger's Grave. It's hard to believe that it took till 2013 for us to have the Old West themed things. It's just so funny. Like, I don't know, I can't think of a theme. You're like, how about Old West? You're like, oh my gosh. Never would have thought of that. And the Witch's Key returns to the California Ride. Which is really great because we weren't allowed in the log ride after all the work, but we do get to go back into the mine ride. What can you tell us about the Witch's Keep in the Calico Mine Ride? Anything at all?
Well, it's obviously for those people who haven't been able to go through the mine ride during this year since we've been rehabbed, you're going to see a lot of amazing and incredible effects, and you're also going to get that little bit of the witch's touch in there as well. So it's going to look amazing, and then we're going to put some stuff in it.
It'll be open for daytime and nighttime.
Yeah, and that's the cool part of it about this overlay. It does run during the day and night, so it's special.
That was almost a Walt Disney thing where he used to go, there'll be ghosts and things, little witches and things. He's like, we'll figure it out what those things are, right? We'll all figure it out. All right, and the Green Witch returns. Who wants to talk about that?
The Green Witch will be back this year. She is more evil and sinister than ever, and her tricksters they're up to no good. And much more dark and disturbing tricks this year.
Oh, I like that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, less cutesy stuff.
I run the Facebook page for Knott's Dairy Farm, and thank you. And my brother Jimmy. The tricksters generate so many posts on Facebook where people write in and they're like, I went to Scary Farm and I'm very upset with you because I was sitting there and I watched a guy eating a funnel cake and the tricksters came up and they took the funnel cake and they dumped it all over and he ran off. And I was like, was it you? Like, no, somebody else. I go, why are you upset? That's entertainment. Well, I didn't think it was right. And I'm like, well, maybe you're not seeing the whole picture. Well, why are you playing games? And I'm going to call your 800 line and I'm going to report you. I said, they work for us. Are you happy? Everybody works for us, so thank you. The tricksters are great. I mean, when we came up with them a couple of years ago, we really were unsure how this was going to go over, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it was scary because we wanted to mess with people on another level.
Yeah. We want to break the fourth wall and really bring the show to the places where there is no show, where people are eating funnel cakes or waiting in line for the restroom, and all of a sudden somebody runs up, they grab a guy, hit him in the head, put him in a bag, and run off with him. And the guests are like, what just happened? And some guys are part of the show, and they're like, are you sure? I don't know.
to look for our monsters.
Yeah, it's funny because we had all these meetings, we tried to get everybody on board, like the tricksters are going to run through, they're going to do things like this, and then when they stole the guy's baby, which I have on video, this woman like, my baby, and they go, they hear the guards like, hey, we got it, this is ridiculous, this is out of hand. I'm like, it's a doll, guy, it's not really a baby. We love to mess with people, but there is a line. You know? And then, of course, I put my own kid in a terrifying horror show. So, anyways. There's Maggie right there. Wave to everybody, man. All right, let's move on, shall we? Terrible father, I'm going to record you. Where are we at here? Where am I pointing? Over there?
It's okay, that's why we have jobs as technicians, because of people like you.
Thank you. All right, I appreciate that. Makes me feel good. All right, let's talk about what you came here for, all right? What's new? What's the new stuff? Everybody say 1, 2, 3. What's new? 1, 2, 3. What's new? I don't know. Look at the screen. Okay. New mazes for 2014. The first one is. Yeah, I pointed that way.
very gruesome. The story came to me when someone asked if we could do a tooth fairy maze, and I thought at first it was kind of goofy, and I knew that they were thinking of something Disney-esque, but I was like, no. And the next day, I went to the dentist's office, and the light was in my eyes, and the drill, that high-pitched noise that came right in my teeth, and I was like, ooh, there is something there. So I decided to marry the two, the creepy tooth fairy that hangs out in front of your window and peers in and takes the teeth from your children, and dentistry, and to make a story. So the story basically is what happens to kids who stay up late at night trying to find out who the tooth fairy is. Well, if you do, you basically get bashed in the head and you're dragged out of your bed. And dragged into her lair. So the whole maze is a tour of her lair. So it's
all right.
Grotesque, it's dark.
It's light stuff.
Light stuff.
Yeah. And you've just taken the crown as Father of the Year from me, so children here. I love it. All right. The Tooth Fairy, Daniel Miller, brand new, right? Brand new. All right, let's reveal the next phase. All right. Come on now. I'm afraid to hit it again.
to do a voodoo maze. It's something I pitched over and over to this woman right here. And she's told me, no, it's not the right time. So when I finally got the green light to do this, I was so excited I could not tell you. And one of the things we're doing, well, I'll tell you the backstory a little bit first. So essentially, what this is, it takes place in New Orleans and then deep in the bayou in Louisiana. And voodoo spirits have been unleashed, and all things scary and terrifying that have to do with voodoo are inside this maze. So there's demons, there are zombies, there are exorcisms, there's a lot of good fun stuff. So one of the things we did with this though is we kind of wanted to rethink the way we approach doing mazes, and we are treating the space that this is in like a sound studio. So when you walk in, you're going to be walking over a giant pool of water, and you're going to be walking over bridges that go from one house to the next house, and then you're going to be going through an actual forest with trees that are preserved in it. And so we really just wanted you to be transported to the bayou in this maze. It was very important to us. And then we're doing something else, which is pretty cool. We're doing a choose your own path in this maze. So there are lots of times in here when you'll come upon a character. His name's Papa Legba. He's the god of the crossroads. And he will offer you a decision to go left or right. And depending on which direction you decide to go, if you go left, you'll get one experience, and right, a completely different experience. And this isn't like a little different. They're completely different rooms. So you can have a completely different experience based on your choices, and you can have a completely different experience several times. So.
All right. It sounds like you're going to have to go to this maze multiple times to experience it all.
I think we have season pass.
If only there was a way that people could do that, right? All right, let's reveal the next one. What can you tell us, Gus?
Well, nothing. I've got to be honest with you people, you're all too kind for me to like you. But that said, yeah, now we're in our third year of Trapped. You know, we've had a couple of fun years of Trapped where we got to do some wacky and wild things. But we've learned a lot. You know, we've learned what really works. We've learned a little bit what doesn't work. And this year we really went to the drawing board and we all got together and threw all our ideas in a pot, and when it came down to assigning someone the task of being that lead designer, and I got that nod, and then of course Mr. Jeff Tucker was brought on to direct the maze, we really went through the cream of the crop as far as the ideas, and we started to develop what was the best, what we liked the best, and what we could really put this really dirty, nasty spin to it. This year, I think what you're going to see is you're going to see a lot of environments that are very, very real and very, very unsettling. And my goal, and Jeff's goal as well, has been to not only create these places in a way that they exist, they are real places, the people living in them have real business that they're doing. This isn't just you walk into a room in a maze and it's just like, hey, that was kind of neat, and you walk to the next one. You're actually kind of interrupting something that you don't want to be interrupting, and you're in a place that you don't want to be. So we've really done an incredible amount of footwork in just bringing everything we've learned over these past few years, and also everything that this sadistic group of people here want to do to people. You know, and this is our opportunity to do that. Because you can do things in Trapped that you just can't do in a real maze, and we plan to do that and then some.
Meetings are fun because it's all of us sitting in a room together, just throwing out the worst stuff. Just like, what can we do?
Pretty much, yes. I can say, without giving anything away, the stuff that made it past the drawing board, I'm shocked. I was like, every time I said, they're really going to let us do that? Like, yeah, oh, awesome. I'm not arguing. I can't wait to do it. But yeah, Trapped is going to be crazy. So much more intense than any of the the 2 years that we've done. We've learned all the lessons. Yeah, boysenberry is still the safe word. You say it, you're out. And when you say it, you're gonna need out. Because the things that we're doing are really beyond anything we've done at Scary Farm. I cannot wait to talk about it with those who go through. I was just talking with one of our costume designers who said they were working on a specific costume for the maze and said that people in his shop didn't even want to get near it. It was so disturbing. The costume on a form that they're just working on, they were like, it's disturbing to us. So if you go through Trash this year, I'll be there at the maze pretty much every night. It's where I'm going to live because I'm the director. I want to hear your feedback. So if you go through and you want to know what I'm talking about, I'll let you know after you go through. But I cannot wait. I'm like a kid on Christmas. I just cannot wait to open all the gifts that are trapped. So awesome.
How many rooms?
Can we say how many rooms?
No. More than 2.
Is it going to be longer than last year? It's really short.
Everyone wants it longer, so, you know. And we named it Please, so you can,
The answer he's looking for is yes, it will be longer. We're doing the math, and we're looking at probably anywhere between 24 minutes and 30 minutes inside the maze. That's an eternity. That's an entire episode of Three's Company with commercials. This is a long time in a maze that every room is stressful, every room is pushing you to the limits. We're going to push your limits the minute you walk in and are welcome into that. The first thing you see, we're going to have people boysenberry out before they even go in. I guarantee it. So we're really pushing the envelope. I'll be at the maze, so if you go through and you don't think it's long enough, you come find me and we'll talk about it. I'll be there. I'm putting my seal of approval on this thing because I have worked months on it and I cannot wait to share it with the terrifying Scary Farm world. So thank you. Now we continue. We're running out of time here.
To know that it's still an upcharge maze, but we have not raised the price, and you know, it's at $60 for one person up to 6. So, I mean, if you want to go alone, good luck to you.
Yeah, we always get that. How come I can't? You really want to go alone? You're sicker than I am. Okay. Find some friends. Go with friends. It's more fun with friends. All right, shall we continue?
Yes.
Scare Zone's returning. Ghost Town Street's returning. We say where Halloween Hall was born.
Right, exactly. It's our first, our street zone. The Green Witch has cursed the inhabitants of Calico to be their worst, hideous form, and they're back again and looking just as bad.
Yeah. All right. Gypsy Cab.
This is just on the outskirts of Calico. It's still kind of part of Calico, but there's some fortune tellers and that have cursed the evil ones out there as well. And you know, you never know what you're going to run into in the moonlight out there.
It's the nocturne alley of Ghost Town, right? You probably think about that. All right, Carnival.
And this is every childhood trauma.
Yeah.
It's yeah, my lovely clowns. I love them.
We love the clowns. All right. Wanna go? No. Fiesta de los Muertos.
Fiesta was born as a celebration of the dead, and it's kind of more of a party atmosphere, but we did add a lot more scares out there, so look forward to that as we're partying it up.
All right, special ops infected. If you were there Wednesday or saw it online, this is the moment where the military invaded, they descended, they told me to shut up. It was great. So John, you want to tell us about what this is?
Sure. Hi, ScareLA. I gotta say, I spent the last decade of my life singing in a metal band, so it's really weird to be up here and yell and cuss and stuff. So, Special Ops Infected. We're gonna take a zombie video game, a zombie movie. We're gonna put you guys and your friends right in the middle of it. On top of that, we're gonna give you guns, and you're gonna be able to defend yourself through this crazy obstacle, interactive obstacle course, if you will, as you move through. The whole area of Camp Snoopy, 6 acres, has been transformed into this outbreak zone. The set's coming to life. There's going to be interactive things. You shoot the wall, it's going to explode. You shoot this barrel, it's going to explode. On top of over 100 zombies that are lurking out there.
There's also a bunch of objectives in there that you get to go into.
Yeah, you should probably explain that it's not just turn them loose and shoot everything. It's actually a goal.
Well, that's one side of it. The other side, even if you didn't have the zombies, didn't have the guns, just going through this area is going to be really cool. We're going to put your wits to the test. You're going to have to complete certain tasks, complete certain objectives, rescue certain people, maybe find out why this whole outbreak occurred through this area, and then shooting the zombies just on top of that.
Just one more time so they understand. It's the entire Camp Snoopy area. It's going to be blocked off. You cannot walk through with popcorn like, oh, they're shooting zombies. It's so cool. No. This is enormous. This is immersive. Once you go through the gates, you're not even in the park anymore, right? Crazy. Now, the next slide, is that still there?
How much does it cost?
Free! It's free! You just have to enlist, right?
That's correct.
All right. Your mission is to rescue survivors and prevent ultimate destruction. All right. Everybody got that one? All the bloggers got that one? 5, 4, 3, 2. This is the one you want. Oh yeah, there it is. So that's a ScareLA exclusive.
2 separate pathways, completely set of different missions that you can go through. So you can enlist for Outpost Alpha, which is at the entrance of Camp Snoopy, or Outpost Bravo on the backside of Camp Snoopy. Completely different. So you get 2 completely different experiences. Come back with your season pass and do them both.
Yeah, look at that. That is a hike, man. Everybody got it? Everybody got a picture of it? Should we move on? 5, 4. You want to talk some more?
I can't express to people enough. When we say we're using every inch of Camp Snoopy, we're using the buildings, we're using the rides that are closed. We are using every single square foot of that space.
Yeah. There we are. Who's that handsome fella on that poster? Yeah, we just wanted to point out, if you see Adam, that's a guy about to go into Special Ops, and John, that's the same guy after Special Ops. Right there. Before, after. Before, after. That's right. They're twins. Okay. Oh, did I give it away? What was that? What happened? That's a ScareLA exclusive, isn't it? Should we do it again? Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to announce the return of the Headless Horseman! For those of you that remember this from your sick, demented childhood, he's back. You want to talk about it, Laura Hanneman?
Sure. I remember going when I was younger, let's just say, and seeing something on the the trail, and what is that? And it was the spookiest thing, and nobody talked about it. And I thought it was the coolest thing. And and now he's kind of appearing again. So I think it's going to be awesome. But not only is he appearing. That you're going to tell them about.
Not only is he appearing, but if you're at Scary Farm and who isn't going to be there with a pass that can let you go every night, if you get a picture of the elusive Headless Horseman and share it on social media using hashtag Scary Farm or hashtag Headless Horseman at Knott, you could win a prize, including passes for all your sick friends. You can bring them. That's awesome.
Let me text you that.
I know, right? All right. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, the Scary Farm 2014 Season Pass. It's available right now to, it's here, that's right. It's available right now to Season Pass holders of Knott's Berry Farm for the low price of $65. There are no blackout days. This pass allows you to go every single night of Knott's Scary Farm. They're very limited. If there are any left, you know the date? 18? 18. If there are any left, August 18th, they go on sale to the general public for $75. But if you really want one of these, you should get them now because they are limited. They don't want to sell a whole bunch of these. So this is what I've been asking. People have been asking me for this for 20 years as a Knott Scary Farm employee, and I am so excited that it's here because it allows all the fans to get as much Scary Farm as they want. Like I said, they can come as much as all of us come, which is to say, every single night, right? There it is. It's here. Knott Scary Farm opens September 25th, runs through November 1st. We cannot wait to see you all in the flesh there. Is that the end? That's the end, right? All right, I'm going to go back to the past because I like it. That's the date. All right. Are there any questions? We have questions from the fans. Yes. You, sir, right there.
For special ops, when you say you need to enlist, does that mean going to either end of Camp Snoopy, putting your name on a list or being in the line? And also, does the skeleton key pass affect that as well?
The skeleton key pass will be a separate, it won't have any effect on this, but there is no upcharge for this, and you do have to, there is a standby line, there's going to be a standby line on the Bravo area, which would be the other side of Camp Snoopy. At main gate, or either side, you can enlist and basically get a time, much like a fast pass time, to come back and do it. So you don't have to waste your time, you know, sitting in line or standing in line and come back to get your leisure. After you experience the other terrifying things we have.
I'm sorry, they're going to move the microphone so people can hear. The answer to the question was you have to sign up for special ops. And the answer is yes. It's just one of those things. You go in the park, first thing you do, sign up for a time, and then come back later.
Yeah.
That way you're not in line 3 hours, wasting all your night waiting for a special op. But there will be a standby line because obviously some people will sign up and then they will become too scared and go home and then they won't make their time, right? That's what happens. You sir, right there in the taxi cab hat.
As a person that's been wanting to shoot up Camp Snoopy for a while, are you guys going to be doing anything more than usual with the log ride this year?
Anything with the log ride? No, the log ride is off limits.
Nope, nothing this year.
But hey, I'll stand up. That was a great question about shooting up Camp Snoopy. We want to make sure everybody gets your picture for the local paper. My friend right there in the white there is going to hand you a ticket to Knott Scary Farm. Great question. Hashtag that really just happened. Yeah. What's that? It was a good question. It's just shooting up stuff. So it wasn't in place yet. Yes, sir. Right here.
Can you tell us where the new mix is going to be?
Yeah, and Knott Scary Farm. What's the next question? Yeah, Voodoo is where End Games was, and Tooth Fairy is where Delirium was, and Trap is where Trap was. Yes, sir, you there?
So, like, is the laser thing, is it like a push us through type of thing, or how are you able to set up certain
We have 2 squad leaders, one that picks up the front and one that picks up the back. Right, John?
Correct. Yeah, you'll have 2 squad leaders with you, and they will guide you through your missions.
So it is, you're kind of pushed through it.
Correct.
Yeah, you're led along by somebody who's seasoned and has killed some zombies before. Over there in the corner there, you sir.
Is Sidewinder still going to be open?
Yes, it is. With
Sierra Sidewinder.
Lights off?
limited lights, yeah.
Limited lights, all right. Right there in the middle there, there's a claw up or something. Yes, the cyborg.
Don't shoot zombies. Zombies are people too.
Okay. That's it, huh? My friend in the white has a Knott Scary Farm ticket for you. Way in the back there. There's a hand up way in the back.
Is Maggie going to be a part of Haunt?
Stand up and shout it.
Is Maggie going to be a part of Haunt this year?
Is Maggie going to be a part of Haunt this year?
I guess you're just going to have to come and find out.
Well, Possessed is not here this year, so no, but Maggie's somewhere. Yeah, if you look close, you will find Maggie. Please give that woman a Knott Scary Farm ticket.
It's hard to keep a good ghost down.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And, you know, since
I literally
Brandon's
saw
died,
magic.
Ghostbusters have to come by, so.
In the back there.
Season pass, typically on sale to the general public. Does that mean people that don't have regular season pass?
Yeah, that would be the general public, yeah. If you don't have it, you can buy it right now with a pass. But on the 18th, if there are any left, you can just buy it whether you have a pass or not. Right. Yes. You, sir, right here. Yeah, you. The disgruntled Disneyland tech, right here. Remain seated, please. No, go ahead.
Nothing inside Birdcage or Mystery Lodge this year?
No, there's nothing inside Birdcage or Mystery Lodge. Yeah, behind Mystery Lodge is Forevermore. Over here, yeah, ooh, right there.
For the shows, how come there's only 2 shows going before there's
Budget. Like Red Moon Dance and other.
How do you feel that one?
Basically, what we've done, when we sit down and do something like Special Ops Infected, and we're really trying to push the envelope this year at Haunt. It's something that when you sit down in a room, you have to look at the whole picture and really figure out where you want to tailor your resources and where you want to use that stuff to get the best and most innovative experience for our Haunt guests.
Yeah.
So.
And when you look at something that big, sometimes your steak dinner doesn't come with fries, right? I just have to say
It's not good stuff.
yeah. Where are we at here? You right there. Yes.
Can you die in Special Ops Infected?
Oh, hold on. Can you die in Special Ops Infected?
You can't die, but you can have all your points taken away. The zombies have the technology to take points away from you if they get too close. So,
listen, we can hit you on the head if you want. No problem.
I mean, you could die across the street for all we know.
Right here in the sculpture. Yes.
What do you have to shoot the zombies at?
headshots only.
Headshots only, right? Yes, Dan, right there.
If you go to the pre-scare dinner, you still get it early?
Yeah, pre-scare dinner gets it early. Yeah, that hasn't changed. Yeah, that's fantastic. Right? You get it early? Yeah. Over here, yes.
How big can groups be for Special Ops Infected?
How big are the groups for Special Ops?
12 max.
12 max? 12 max, that's good. Yes, ma'am, right here.
With Voodoo, how many times can you choose your own path?
Are we revealing how many times you can choose your own path in Voodoo?
It's kind of fluid right now, so no.
It's fluid, so.
More than 0.
She hasn't chosen that, right? Way in the back there. Stand up.
Anything changing for the hotel packages?
Anything changing for the hotel packages? That's out of your range, yeah. Gus and I will be making beds. Right here, waving.
Like how big will the mine ride be?
How deep will the mine ride be?
You know, it's going to be very similar to last year, but we'll see if we can't squeeze some new stuff in there.
All right. Right there, yes.
Is there like a Queen's Board for the zombie killer Special Ops team?
Yeah, at the end, will there be a winner? Like, hey, you saved humanity, here's a toy.
The guns will collect your scores, your individual scores, so you can compare your friends. Yeah, the guns, they recoil.
They recoil. How awesome is that? Yes, sir, right there.
What's your favorite idea that was too extreme that you can't let it track?
I can talk about mine. You want to talk about yours? I don't know what Gus's is. But mine, I talked about this with some guys once. I wanted to put people in a car crusher. I wanted to put people in a car, the doors lock, and it slowly crushes into a cube. And they were like, no. I said, it'll be great. They're like, no, Jeff, no. So,
you know,
yeah.
honestly, for me, I can't talk about it because the most hideous extreme idea is in the maze.
Who was that? Stand up. My friend's going to give you a non-scary farm ticket. Yeah! In the back there. There's two of them by you. Yes, sir. Ma'am? I can't tell. It's all the shade.
It's actually, I guess a quick one is, what's it actually like working with Elvira?
I She is an amazing performer. She's so professional. She showed up, and I had written that breast actress a bit for her, and she was like, fantastic, it's great, let's do it, let's go. I was like, okay, I'm going to walk you this way, and oh yeah, I have nothing but praise. She is a fantastic performer, and for a guy like me who grew up watching her on Channel 9 here and seeing her movie, to be able to walk her down, fantastic, dream come true. So if you're coming to Knott and you're an Elvira fan, do yourself a favor and upgrade to that meet and greet so you can meet her, because she's the greatest person. Fantastic. Yes?
If you could bring back any maze from any year, what would it be?
Bring back any maze from any year. James, you haven't said anything.
Inquisition.
What? Inquisition.
Oh boy.
Quickly.
The original song.
Are they going to sing the sound like it's Hatchet High?
Hatchet High.
The body.
The body. Shut up.
I gotta go with Hatchet High again.
Hatchet High.
Honestly, I'd redo the Doll Factory.
Can you bring the box up?
What's in the box?
All right. We'll get to it. Wait.
I like the auto race myself.
Auto race? Oh yeah, auto race is great. Industrial Evil, right? I liked it because it was like really long. All right, what's in the box? Everybody go, what's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? I'll tell you what's in the box, right here. To this guy, the creepy guy with the mask on his head and the weapon. This is better than a Not Scary Farm ticket. This is a head from Doll Factory. I have a box of hot props here from Old Mazes. What do we got? Any questions? Maybe a good one. Yeah, there he is, in the back.
This question's for Brooke.
Okay.
You said it. Does that mean no walls?
I didn't quite hear that.
Are there any, because the Mazes Sugar mentioned you can buy any walls?
It's in a space. We have a big warehouse that it's in, but once you're in there, there are shacks that are built, but they're complete shacks with a roof and a roof and 4 sides. Other than that, no, there isn't a 4x8 wall pathway kind of thing in there. That's not what we want to do. It's much more organic.
Okay.
In the foreseeable future, do you guys ever see you putting real people back in the mine right, or the log right, ever? Because that was one of the scariest things you guys could
It
possibly
was.
do.
Oh, people would shake
How do you answer
fast.
that?
You never know what could happen.
Yes, right here.
Hi. So this goes for all the people hiring to be a monster. What do you look for to be in a street zone or a monster or the maze?
Oh, I ended up doing that by myself this year for a little bit, so sorry I didn't make it. When somebody comes in the room, you really know real quick if they have it or not. We look for a lot of movements, depending on what they're going for. Creature, you gotta walk around, creature werewolves, we want big, beastly mannerisms and whatnot. Very vocal. A lot of people come in and kind of freeze up, like, please, take a space in a maze and build your confidence, bring out that inner beast, get a little more hate in your heart, and then we'll bring you back next week.
On that note too, real fast, I think it's important not to just come in the room and scream and yell, because you can't do that all night. I need to see that you become a character, that you move like this, that you embody it, and that it's something you can do for 8 hours a night.
For me, like I've cast a million Knott shows, and I've helped with mazes and street zones, and Gus and I spent weeks with Byron working on trap. I'm looking for people who can follow directions. Because so many people, they walk in, you go, okay, I need you to do, you are on an island. And they're like, I'm in space. Like, it was so easy, just be on an island. And a lot of people, they have a preconceived idea, but we're looking for people who can think on their feet, because that's, every minute of Scary Farm is a new adventure with whatever gets phobia, fear that you're screaming at you. So we're looking for creative people who can think on their feet and follow directions. So yes, right here.
know for some of you it's not mathematically possible, but where did you at the original, very first Halloween Haunt? Oh.
Not a lie.
Yep.
I wasn't able to.
No, I think we're the. You can think of us as Star Trek: The Next Generation. Engage. Make it scary. Yes, sir.
For people who would actually want to be a maze designer, what major should we take in college?
Yeah.
Great question. Come get a piece.
Scenic design or theme design is pretty good.
Yeah, I went to film school for production design and animation. But it's also, I think, getting out there, getting hands-on, learning, figuring out, learning your craft and having passion in your craft.
Uncle Bobos.
So.
In the back, yeah. Yeah, you. Yeah, you.
You guys brought back Elvira, which was an icon that comes very from the 80s to the 90s. If there'd be any chance in the future, you guys will bring back another 90s icon, which is the Crypt Keeper. They popular again.
Yeah, I don't even know if there's even a company that has the Crypt Keeper anymore. It's one of those things, the Crypt Keeper ran his course. He had a TV show, he had a stage show, he was in the hanging, he had his own maze. It's like, where do you go from there? He's homeless, so. Anywho. Okay, right here, yes.
Is there any chance the trick or treat might be brought back out in front of trick or treat, like what was done for the free?
Yeah, no, that was one of those things that it was a crazy idea, and as cool as it was, I think it was just a 40th anniversary one-off, and you probably won't see it come back. So why when I'm on Facebook, I'm so dedicated to telling people, if you want to experience this, don't wait. You've got to come do it now, especially trick or treat, because it changed over the weeks. And by the third week, the prizes you got were different than the first week. So if you want it, you got to come get it soon. Anybody else? Yes. Yes. Yeah.
My question was, do you think Knott's favorite farm, Ivan's favorite farm is ever?
Whatever what? N? Oh, no. No. You in the back there.
Yeah, November 1st.
Yeah.
Is Zamora coming back ever?
Zamora, no, he's not coming back. No, sorry. Yeah, in the back, waving, right there.
Any contest this year, like a viral lookalike, or we talk about the Facebook contest?
Yeah, no, there isn't an Elvira lookalike contest, but we are running the Facebook Ultimate Fan Contest. You can click on the tab to learn how to enter, and you can win an amazing set of prizes. Tickets to opening night, a private reception, great seats for the Elvira show. There's a guy waving a sign, yes. And if you can promise the winner, I will cut your meat at dinner. So, yes. Come get a piece. That was a great question. Come on up. Over there, this.
Are you guys going to have trading cards this year?
No trading cards. No, they ran their course too. Here is a piece from Uncle Bobo's. Enjoy that. Thank you. In the back. Way in the back.
Years away, but for the 50th anniversary of Haunt, will there be a best of Haunt mazes through the years?
The question is, when we celebrate 50 years, not that long from now, will there be a best of maze? And the answer is, we were most of us here for the 25 years, and we had a 25-year anniversary maze, and it was terrible because it was like Dracula room, werewolf. It was like going to a haunted house at the koalas at the park. Like nothing was connected. So I
mean, I think also the memory that you have when you've been through a maze and you've idolized it for like 15, 20 years, you're never going to have that same experience, and having to live up to that expectation is a little unrealistic.
That was a great question. You'll get a prize. Over there, yes.
Brooke had mentioned that she had wanted to do voodoo for some time, and I was wondering how many ideas for individual mazes go by before one eventually sticks. I was wondering.
The question is, before a maze gets unveiled and created, how many mazes do we not do? And the answer is a lot.
You have whole designs that haven't been used.
Yeah. The greatest story is that you guys remember the Grudge maze? Grudge 2 was put in at the last possible minute. And right before Grudge 2 went in, it was supposed to be Delirium, which only debuted just a couple of years ago. So like, no good idea dies. A lot of ideas get recycled again and again. Not recycled, but like brought up again. Trap took 6 to 7 years from scribbling on a piece of paper to here it is opening night. Yes, right here.
Hi, is there going to be another preview night this year?
Another preview night? I don't know what that is.
There's a preview last year. People can see days before it opens.
Yeah, no, I don't think we're doing that. No, not with the pass. I mean, it's like, who wouldn't want to go? Yes, sir.
You think as long as the trick-or-treat maze is still there, you think the Green Witch will still be there even if it leaves?
That's a great question. Come get a prize. Do you think that as long as trick-or-treat's there and the Green Witch is in there, we got to have her in the park, right?
Well, the Green Witch has been there since day one, so.
Yeah. If you had the maze out there and it had a for sale sign, it wouldn't be that scary.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be in there.
All right, I have one left. So, it's a good one. Make it a good one. Who? In the back. The head in the back. Yes.
Are the zombies for infected going to be fast or slow?
Fast.
No, I want to spend more time on Herschel's farm. I don't have time zombies. I want to make cookies all day. Right there, sir. That guy right there. Yes, no, you. Okay. I know who that is. Talking about the original plot, right? There you go.
Will there ever be a catwalk this days?
Will there ever be a catwalk this days? A catwalk is a creature that lives with us. That's from way back in the original days. The answer probably not, right?
Maybe for camp food.
Please come get a prize. You get the dog factory, the last one. What's in the box? All right, any last words, folks? We're wrapping this thing up. We want to thank you all for coming out. We cannot